These are the 22 best production sedan drivers in the nation. 4 wide at Hi-Tec Oils Toowoomba Speedway. Lights go out. 40 laps on the counter, and we are stacked, packed, and racked for the 22nd running of the Ian Botcher Race Parks National Production Sedan title, and we are green. Pagel and Richter's your front row, and they lead us into turns 1 and 2 for the first time, with the defending champion looking for history in third position. Leicester around the outside into position 3, and we are still side by side through turns 3 and 4 for the first of 40 circulations.
Very busy further back. Fawcett got slapped around and he's at the back of the pack. Slowing now, but we stay green up front. Look at this pack. The 8 machine on the inside is Chris Pagel. Leicester, Kane Richter's now on the outside, 2 laps down, will lead across the line, and here comes your reigning champ Kyle Sayer to the inside of Pagel.
Sayer on the bottom, Pagel trying to work through the middle lane of the racetrack. Leicester trying to buy in here as well, but Kane Richter's, the young kid from Queensland, leads out the front. Pagel pushes wide and unfortunately dropped a couple of spots here. Not the way he was hoping to start the title, and now Joel Berkeley buys in on the bottom. A little bit of contact between Leicester, Pagel and Berkeley for third position.
And Berkeley knows exactly what this track is like. He's just done a mammoth amount of laps on it, and he's now to the inside in this battle for third position. Leicester still third, Berkeley right down on the lower side though, dragging, and look up track. Kyle Sayer to the inside of Kane Richter's, couldn't make it happen. It's battling for first and third here at the moment with 35 laps to go.
It is an absolute wall of cars for the back half of the top 10, but we keep our eyes. There's the battle. They're all over the racetrack, but Kyle Sayer, it's all over the back bumper of Kane Richter's right now in the battle for the lead. Leicester still runs third, Berkeley still runs fourth. Their partners, as Fraser is in 7th on his lonesome, back to Max Clark in 8th, and then beyond that, it is who knows right now, as we've got a change for the lead. Kyle Sayer to the inside on Kane Richter's and goes to the front in the national title with 31 to run.
He leads a 32 machine. Make it 30 this time by for Sayer with 10 down in the books, and Richter's in second.
Our first yellow in the national title. Corbett has parked against the inside wall with Murray Dios.
That was messy down the back stretch. That is the battle pack from around the edge of the top 10 back that we were throwing back to here and there through them opening.
In the national production sedan title.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get straight back into it. 29 to run as they race into turns 1 and number 2 on the exit. Josh Harm starting to look to the outside, and here comes Chris Pagel.
Back on the inside, it's pretty single file behind that as Berkeley now up level with the quarter panel, trying to make the door, and it's inch by inch, lap by lap, trying to work his way through. So we go on board. Berkeley side by side with Darren Leicester down the back straight away here in the battle for third with 26 to run, and Kane Richter's starting to come back to them as well. Berkeley just trying to clear in this battle for third.
On the outside still of Leicester, Josh Harm there. This is your battle you're watching on screen. Harmy, I thought he was going to try and split the middle mid-corner. He's now going to follow the 2 machine up around the outside of Leicester in the 59, and he may be able to follow Berkeley through. I thought again he was going to try and split the middle. Your battle for third is absolutely on at the moment. Up track just a little bit, his second position. Kane Richter's as Leicester to the inside, and Harm's going to try and cut his nose off to get back to the inside of Berkeley.
The modified sedan champion poking the nose through to the inside, and Fraser might just open the floodgates here as Nuno Mendes from the B main comes through as well.
Yeah, Nuno is on march now. Callum Ball and Chris Pagel. Oh, contact! Is that ball going to spin? No, he holds it together. We stay green in that battle for 6 back, what you're watching on your screen. And Fraser tries to cut the nose on Ball once again, and now Nello's getting in on this action.
As Kane Richter's just moved up a lane to try and take the run away from Berkeley. Harm back to the inside. Berkeley driving back to the bottom. We might be a 3-way go in this battle for second here. Your leader just starting to eke away out the front in Kyle Sayer as Berkeley trying to poke his nose through, but Harm has got the elbows up. Berkeley trying to hang on to third as Richter's is basically taking away both of their lines right now on the racetrack in second position and doing nothing wrong.
Fraser slowing, left rear down on the BAU.
Oh dear, dramas.
Oh, Berkeley.
Pulls the car up just. Wow. That's a hold your breath moment.
Oh, yeah. And there is Josh Fraser. Last lap before the caution, he was 2.23 seconds ahead. Now, Richters, Harm, and Berkeley are all right there. Lester's still in this one, and Nuno Mendes sitting in 6th position as we race down the back stretch. First lap after the caution, and we have 17 to go, and Richters is under the back bar of the number 1.
Yeah, Richters trying to find a different line, and he is doing it very well right now. The safe certainty too. Joel Berkeley's found the same line, goes back around the outside of Harm. Harm will fight back on the inside in this battle for 3rd, but Richters is right there with your leader, and Nuno Mendes from the B main is up to 6th position. He might make it 5th. It's a great go at the front of the field here with 15 to run this time by.
It certainly is. The top 6 are turning it on. In fact, the whole field are as we continue to watch. Berkeley on the outside of Josh Harm. That's your battle for 3rd. Richters in 2nd is still just in front of him. Berkeley a little too crossed up, allows Harm to get the run down the back stretch, and on the way into turn 3 and 4. Berkeley stays tough on the outside. They're battling hard at the back of the top 10 as well. But out in front it's Kyle Sayer. There on screen, and Richters is not getting too far back from him. He's still with him.
Sayer may have a challenge. He might hear Kane Richters.
Watching right now is Kyle Sayer, Richters, and the 55 of Josh Harm, your 1st, 2nd and 3rd at the moment with only 11 laps to go as they race into turns 1 and 2. Further back, Nuno Mendes gets the move done on Berkeley for 4th. On board with Joel Berkeley, their elbows up battling. 4th, 5th and Lester in 6th. Berkeley looks back to the inside, but Nuno Mendes will hold on for the moment.
How's the drive from Nuno Mendes from the B main up to 4th position. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, that's a battle for 4th position. Harm right behind the 32 of Richters. Here's the battle for 2nd and 3rd into 3 and 4, and Kyle Sayer has them right there with him. Has he got any idea just how close they are to the back bumper with 9 to run? Leading up as well, here comes Harm to the inside of Richters. Harm right there. Mendes would love a yellow right now to buy into this battle at the front. But Josh Harm trying to buy in. Goes to the inside of Kane Richters. The elbows start to come out with 6 to run this time by. The Ian Botcher Race Parts National Productions at end title.
Oh, and Richters rides the right rear tyre of Harm there. Thankfully, the left front tyre's still got wind in the 32. They're battling hard for 2nd. There's your race leader, Kyle Sayer, with only 5 laps to go in the 40-lap journey. He continues to lead Harm and Richters, and Harm now slowly might be reeling in the A1 up front with 4 to go next time by.
He certainly is. He's coming. Josh Harm, the Queensland champion, is starting to reel in. Kyle Sayer, there's 4 to go in the national title. There is traffic everywhere across the racetrack in front of your leaders. Sayer has 3 to go this time by, and Josh Harm will be praying just to get onto the back bumper for one last shot at national title glory.
Oh, it's all about to happen. 2.5 laps to go, and I think they're going to catch the traffic here at Toowoomba. Sayer continues to lead Josh Harm and Kane Richters. Nuno Mendes in 4th, and this time it is 2 laps to go. Sayer goes into 1 and 2. He can see the wall of lap cars. They're having a battle of their own, and this time Jared Ash, it's 1.5 to go in the National Production and end title, and Harmy's all over the back bar.
Harm is there. Harm is right there as they go underneath the white flag. There's 1 to run, and Josh Harm is on the back of the 2-time back-to-back champion Kyle Sayer. Harm goes to the middle of the racetrack. We level up for the lead down the back straight away. Harm goes around the outside of Sayer. Sayer fights back. It'll be a drag to the flag, to the line, and a photo. And Josh Harm wins the National Productions and Air title in a belter of a finish on the last lap around the outside of Kyle Sayer.
Oh my goodness me. Harmy's done it. Josh Harm has beaten home Kyle Sayer by 0.332 of a second.
Effort to beat the 2-time champion. And Kyle Sayer drives alongside in a fantastic show of sportsmanship to give him the thumbs up. What a drive from Josh Harm.
Fantastic stuff as he lights it up. The Pro 1 race parts. 55 has Queensland 1 on the door. That will now change to A1. Turn 3, get up and about.
As he climbs out of the car, Toowoomba. We'll get him up on the roof. And make sure you make plenty of noise for your new national champion, Josh Harm. Josh Harm, I didn't think you had enough laps left there. When you got to the back bumper, you probably knew you only had one shot at it, and you made that count. You are the new national production sedan champion.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Apologies.
Geez, yeah, I was slowly catching Sayer. He got a bit nervous at lap traffic, I think. Then I saw the white flag and I was close enough, and I'm like, stuff it, he's going to cover the bottom. Send it through the middle and see what happens, and worked out bloody brilliantly.
It certainly did. I'll let you catch your breath. Come on, Toowoomba, one more time. Josh Harm.
And just a belief, never give up on the weekend, no matter what happens, and yeah, good shit can happen. And
you've certainly made a name for yourself in southeast Queensland, and there's plenty of people around the country that watch you on Clay-Per-View these days, and you got a bit of a supporter base. I think there'll be plenty of Harmy Army fans pretty up and about after that.
Yeah, that's sure. I'll be copping a bit of flack and not travelling out, but yeah, we've got to have a go. I reckon we'll have to try to do some more travelling. Yeah.
Nice work. Come on, Toowoomba, one more time. Your new national production sedan champion. That'll be a heartbreaking loss, but you can hold your head high with the way that you've represented the Australia one around the country in the past few seasons.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky to win it twice. So yeah, congratulations to Josh. I had oil leaking out of the motor there, and I think it was going over the back wheel, so it was getting worse and worse. But yeah, it's hard when you're in front. You don't know where to run.
Well, you certainly made a fair go of it in this feature race. You gapped away from the field. You set the pace out the front. It was a very impressive display all weekend in all heat race action. You've travelled the country, your first time to Toowoomba. I know it'll be a sour note to leave, but we hope you've had a great time here because you were certainly impressive to watch in production sedan action.
Yeah, we had no expectations. Like I say, to have us Oz won twice is a privilege. So we had no expectations. So yeah, still pretty happy.